Hey, this is David B69, and welcome to a special tour of DK Oldies. Hey, everybody. This is David B69, and I am at dkoldies.com. This is a warehouse, and it's a nice warehouse of collections of old games that they sell on their store. And it's like, and they're really good at their job. They really do a fine job. And they get you the best games that they have in stock. Now, generally, their stores, they basically get the things from, like, what's called, from people that are trading them in, and they get the money for it. And like, this is like really like crisp. I mean, look at this thing. This is Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's a loose cart, but it's like totally like sealed. This is insane. So, man, this is nice. But it's like, I don't know how anybody else would know this is here. So, anyways, before I came in, I had to make sure and everything that I was, basically, they checked my COVID card and stuff. This is not open to the public yet. They were nice enough and everything to give me access a little bit early before they start opening back up to people coming in again. And you can see the reason why is because it is pretty much a warehouse of items. I mean, these guys are packing and moving. There is, since the last time I was here was February of 2020, it's like over double staff. There is more than double the staff here than when I was before, and there's double the amount of everything here. Everything is like gigantic and huge, and we got manuals galore. Looks like we got, are these just GameCube cases, PS3 cases, and PS4 stuff? I would have never imagined that they would have had some of this stuff before. This is actually like really impressive, because in the past I would not have seen PS4 and other stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. But I really, really love this stuff. I have the hard-working crystal over there. And you can see, this is like really cool. This is where they have all of their supplies of just rigorous crap for shipping. Because they do a lot of shipping here. So, but they're a lot of hard-working, good people. And I really, really like this place. Really, really like this place. Speaking of somebody I like, hey Joey.
What's going on, everybody? Good to see you on Dave's channel. I was just putting some games away constantly with the amount of stuff we get in that goes into stock, putting it up on the shelves. Somebody's constantly putting games away here. If you'd like, Dave, I can bring you around and show you some of the new stuff that's here.
That would be awesome.
All right, let's walk up through the shipping department.
Okay.
So we'll just walk straight through it and kind of see what's going on up here. You know the table all the orders get laid out on. This is what we're working on right now. And a little trick in the house that we do, these pieces of cardboard indicate that these orders are getting a system bundle going with it, where this stuff, it's just going to be these games and controllers.
Cool.
This table's probably been all the way laid out today, cleaned, laid out again. You can see orders are getting laid out right here. Double checking everything that's on it, taking it off the cart, setting it here for the shippers to come by, process at their table, pack up, and you can see final step over there. The boxes get packed up over by the door.
Cool.
Finally picked up by the postal service. Plus, I was saying, with all of the games that we're getting in and all the games I was just putting away back there, they all go to our inventory department first. So there's actually 3 people around here. So you can see I have a stack of games in front of them. They're inputting it into the system, and then it appears on the website, and I put it up on the shelf to go away.
Okay.
Up here, this is starting the new area. This area we're standing in used to be the owner's office.
Okay.
So we knocked down the back wall of his office and moved into the shop that was previously here. This is testing department, repairs department, and finally sell your games.
Oh my gosh. This is like, I still remember the last like little tour that you gave. There was like little piles here.
Yep.
It has gotten huge.
You can see we're working on something new here. We're cleaning all the games before they even go up onto the shelves. It's our new plan to kind of improve the whole process of how we do things. The games will get cleaned kind of earlier in the process to get orders out even faster.
That's a beautiful thing. I think that's a wonderful idea. The faster you get them cleaned, the better they're coming out.
Then the faster they ship out and it will arrive to you once you order them. Everybody wants it there fast. You know?
Absolutely.
Sell your games department is where they find all of the stuff that we sell. Looks like Karen and whatnot are playing the game on the GameCube screen.
Ooh.
Over here, this is where all the boxes get opened. Games get sorted out onto the cart to head off to inventory. And then check out this thing that we got. It's one of those wheeled, I don't know.
It's a conveyor belt.
A conveyor belt.
It's a conveyor. It's basically the old-fashioned conveyor belt.
And you can stretch it out. So now the boxes get put on right here. They get pushed down, and we can walk down this side as well. This is pretty neat. You got some
Good old
stuff going on.
Rock Band. I have a couple of them in my basement.
Okay. Yep. Who doesn't?
One for the PS4, one for the 360, I believe.
Down here is where all the repairs and whatnot go on, testing of different things. Looks like they're working on some disc games over here. Maybe something's going on with these PS3 consoles.
It looks like they're replacing the hard drives because they have their hard drives out of them.
Yep. What are we working on, Maggie?
Repairing a controller right now.
Didn't rumble?
No, it needs a new thumb cap, and also the LED that shows whether its analog is on is just completely like shoved in there for some reason. So I'm trying to like push it back.
Have you done a repair like this before?
Nope.
Oh,
It's kind of, touch and go. You figure it out as you go. It's pretty straightforward. You just have to bend it back.
We got these new, Dustin ordered these new soldering machines, and they're a little bit fancier than what we used to have. Just work a lot better. Standard soldering tip here, and we've got this little foil stuff that you can kind of dip off in. But then this one is for heating up a larger area and maybe like reflowing the solder over a circuit board. I'm not quite as familiar with this. Dustin has more of the info on it, but we've just been doing so much with it, we just needed to kind of upgrade our equipment, and we picked out some real nice stuff. These work night and day. You know, when you're already down there trying to get this solder point just right, and you know.
Yeah, we had was a youth pastor at my church. He had a Xbox One S, and we had to open it up and basically
Reflow the logic board.
basically the heat, it overheated. It basically stuff came out and stuff and everything and it was like that was guessing there was a power supply. And like the circuit and everything, we just cleaned the motherboard, and we were able to clean it, use some heat and everything, use a toothbrush, clean it all up, and it like automatically started working again.
Perfect.
It was a beautiful thing.
What's going on down here?
It's nice when things work like that. Good luck.
A final reassembly of PS4 Slim.
Final reassembly of PS4. So what was going on with it?
So one of the it wasn't taking discs all the way. It was kind of getting stuck halfway. One of the gears was out of place, so I put that back in the right way. And then once I put it back together to see if it worked, it started clicking when it spun the disc. Sunlight Gray, there's not a problem with it. So
How was this to do? How have you ever been inside a PS4 before?
I had not a slim. I did a regular one, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. They're all kind of the same.
Okay.
Are drive models the same?
They aren't, but they're similar enough. I know the slim is the most different of all of them because they had to compact it really far down.
Okay.
But it's pretty straightforward. I prefer doing this to like Xboxes.
I'm the opposite. I like Xboxes or
Xboxes are something else.
So Dave, we're doing this now because we started expanding a bit of what we're carrying. Now we've got the PS4 and Xbox One, the Vita, with the Master System games that we're starting to carry. So we've just been expanding the catalogs. That means we're kind of getting introduced to even repairs that we've never quite done before.
Yeah, I imagine you're going to get a lot of stuff that you've just never dealt with before. So
Pop back here, Dave. I'll show you one more thing. Back here is just kind of just the back area.
this is where you do your Wednesday gaming.
Yes, and this is where I do other gameplay type stuff. So you may certainly notice some stuff from back here. Here's the iconic wall that is generally filmed when I've got my tripod aimed here at the TV. You're kind of catching some of my wall back there. I was just, you keep your eyes out on Facebook, you're going to get an early preview. I was just showing off how I knew you could transfer Pokemon into the game, but I didn't know you could actually play the entire game.
Yes.
So it seems like not only all 3 Pokemons work, but I was also going to look into this. I think some other games do neat things too. There's a Pokemon Game Boy Color game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Perfect Dark.
Are you talking about Perfect Dark? Oh.
You put Perfect Dark game in the 64, and somehow you're able to get a special set of cheats for the N64. A few games have kind of stuff like that where they add something to the base game if you have the...
I never heard that before, so that's kind
Something
of...
else, there was a Mario Golf. You're able to transfer something from Mario Golf into... I'm not real familiar with the transfer pack.
That's actually interesting.
I'm kind of learning this as I go.
Well, that's what you have to do sometimes. I mean, sometimes you have to play and go and everything with, like, if you're not familiar as it released, it's kind of hard.
Do you see what this is?
That's that Wii to go.
I did not know they actually made one for the Wii.
Yeah.
I've seen it for, remember, PS2, GameCube, PS1, I mean. But I hadn't
there's
seen one for
PS2
the
as
Wii.
well.
Is there? I wouldn't be surprised if they've got them for a bunch of things. But we set it up, sensor bar here works perfect.
No, that thing works awesome.
So
I've seen that
I've got
before.
A few things sitting back here that are waiting to be filmed. I've got my lights that I can plug in, and I'm actually looking at getting a couple more lights to kind of help with lighting. You know, in the warehouse fluorescent light, you always kind of want to make sure you're getting good shots of stuff. So yeah, we did something else recently on the bowling ball for the Wii.
Yeah.
I think we still have the Wiimote still in there.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of where we come back, get some ideas, and film stuff. So if you've seen stuff on our Facebook page, chances are good it was likely filmed in this room.
Yeah, and the link to the fan group page will be in the description of the YouTube channel.
All right, cool. We can head it out there. We'll keep showing you what else we got here.
I'm gonna pause 1 second.
That's perfect.
So anyway, let's resume.
This is Dustin's desk right over here, and he's overseeing right now the cleaning process. And I can't really stress enough that this cleaning process is a real big deal. Not only is it going to make a big difference in getting orders out the door, but for us here in the house, it's one of the biggest changes we could have made. It's kind of a little bit of a disruption in a bunch of departments where we've got this change going on. But they're working through cleaning off basically every game in the warehouse, and then Dave, every console and every accessory. Just a bit of a job.
Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny job.
Though, remember the big pile of wires that we had back in testing department? We have gotten through that, so you'll see while there is a bunch of stuff around,
that was a big ball.
it's not a pile of wires, so improvement.
This is the man, the myth, the legend, Dustin. Let's go, man.
How are you?
Good, man.
Good to see you back here.
It's good to be back.
Overflow Guitar Hero stuff, we're always got some. Know anybody local? We got Guitar Hero stuff.
Everybody has Guitar Hero stuff. It's like, I have a pile that's a pile of Guitar Hero stuff. And I love it though, because it actually it dresses up some of the game room.
Yeah.
It actually does. It's
Oh, check this out too, dude. So you're familiar with the shipping tables that we use. It's these kind of fold-out style, and they work well for us, but they're a little rickety. So we went and got basically the best shipping tables that are out there. It weighs about 2 tons.
What?
Heavy duty all the way down. Like I can't even. It's got room to fit on your rolls of either packing or bubble roll. Shelves to put all your different mailers on. Underneath areas to slide all your your boxes. It's basically the best you can get if you're looking to be shipping out orders. And with the amount that we're shipping out, we're upgrading the table. So this is number 1. As far as I know, we've got more on the way because they really seem nice.
okay. So he did the best job and everything because he gets the table.
Exactly. So, you got upgraded. And you can get another glove there at inventory department. That's all stuff getting ready to go into stock. Fish tank, of course.
I like the fish. I've always liked the fish.
Stacks of orders already getting ready to go out. And then the aisles of accessories, Dave, are one thing that probably hasn't changed much. You still remember it's basically the same layout for this. We've moved a little bit here in the aisles, but Nintendo 64 and stuff still down there, NES, finishing up with the end of the alphabet, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, and Xbox. And then as you saw, we started carrying a whole lot more t-shirts. So we've got all different kinds. This one looks like the Beatles characters walking across the road. We've really expanded them. And of course our DK Oldie shirt, we got those back in stock. Those are sold out. I just got word from the inventory. Now that we've got a full inventory department like we've got, I'm constantly getting messages from them like, hey, just put about 30 strategy guides into stock that we haven't had in a while.
That's
that
crazy.
gives me something to then communicate as the marketing person through a Facebook or email. Hey, just got word. So strategy guides was just one that went in recently. And it looks like we've got stuff for a lot of things. We didn't have anywhere near this many of them before.
Yeah.
And we're able to be getting
I like
things
what you were saying.
created. So that's the difference. In the inventory department, they do 2 parts. They put products we've already had back into stock, but the other is create product that we've never had before. This is our first time seeing this. Then we have to create the page on the website, write up the description, take some pictures for it, link it all together, put it in inventory, all that kind of behind the scenes stuff. But that means we're also not just adding normal stuff back into inventory, we're creating even more. So that's been some of the newer stuff, the Vita games, the Switch games, a lot of more 3DS and that sort of stuff. So getting stuff created is pretty neat too. That's something else I can let people know about. New system bundles.
Cool.
Wig.
That's a rare game. Rare game, and you actually have 3 copies of it.
And then yeah, my unboxing table, if you've seen any of the videos, you likely know of the unboxing table here. My DKOE stickers on it. I was just sitting here earlier, I set up my tripod, was filming something right there. My microphone, I've got this that I use. It works just fine, but I'm thinking about upgrading to a Bluetooth microphone. But not just the one. What I really need is when I'm co-hosting, when someone's co-hosting with me,
Yeah.
they can kind of hear me fine because I've got the phone like this, but they struggle to and I don't want to have to be like, here, speak into the...
Yeah.
So I need Bluetooth microphones, but 2 that work together at the same time. So we just started looking into it. We think we see some things out there that would work. Because I don't know if you noticed in my other videos,
You keep on getting in there.
everything-
Oh,
I
you
don't
put
know
tape
why
there.
It just happens to be, but yep, as I'm streaming, somehow constantly it clips in there. So yeah, the tape is
At
working
least you
for now.
finally got tape.
But the Bluetooth mic is really going to be nice. I think that's going to help just improve the audio and everything we do.
Oh, it
and
would,
you'll actually
definitely
be
would.
able to hear my co-host now.
Yeah. The only problem with that is sometimes it's difficult to get 2 Bluetooth mics running on the same phone.
So that's why I'm looking for something that is doing it all together in one. I can't just get 2 random Bluetooth mics and hope they work. This has to be kind of integrated.
Yeah, generally when one Bluetooth hooks up, the other one disconnects,
Right.
and which is a problem.
One thing that you can see here is this is where the cleaning process is going on. I think the stuff that you see missing in this big gap right here, from the R's to S's, is taken off, and that's a portion they're cleaning right now. So like I said, Dave, it's just kind of crazy that like Normally I'd come here to the shelf for one of these games, but now you'd have to recognize, oh wait, that's over in the other department because it's currently getting cleaned. But they'll get them back here to the shelf as soon as they can and move on to the next stuff. And then in addition to cleaning everything that's in the shop, it's also a process of cleaning everything now as it comes in the door. So there's two parts. There's cleaning everything we currently had, but then switching the process over so that now, as new stuff comes in, it gets cleaned right off the bat before at the very end of the process. So somebody gets an order in, and once it's expressed to them, and it's 2 system bundles, normally that might take a half hour. Grab all the items, clean up all the N64 games, get the controllers looking just right. With all that stuff being done, it's just going to be a matter of gathering the items, wrapping them in bubble wrap, and putting them in the box. We'll be able to get that express order out in just like a fraction of the time.
That is excellent.
Yeah, that is. That's going to be real nice. And the completes from that Super Nintendo collection, that was amazing, are starting to go into stock. I'll bet some of these Super Nintendo completes right here. I recognize Uniracers from the unboxing. Nobunaga. I'm just recognizing some of these names because I made mention of them. Look at this nice Mortal Kombat.
That's an ultra crisp copy.
It really is.
It really is.
So the completes are going into stock as we speak. This is where we have some of the completes. You can see NES stuff down here right now. And we had a Tyson's Punch-Out with the note in it. I saw that sold the other day. Somebody was able to pick up a real nice one with the note included. Other Game Boy Advance completes. I know I just gotten word from inventory that some of these had gone into stock as well. Some sought after ones like Golden Sun. And today's Banjo-Kazooie's birthday, if I recall.
Really?
23?
I did not know.
Not 100%?
I have not been online to look.
Okay.
There's always one guy and everything on our forums that is always
Announcing the
looking
birthdays.
and announcing the birthday.
Yeah, there's
So
them there.
if that's happened, he's done it. So
Expand in 360, basically just carrying a bit more of everything is basically it in a nutshell.
yeah.
More 360 stuff, and see, expanding down into Xbox One, PS4. I don't know where Vita games are. Not 100% actually. I haven't seen
Vita.
it. Vita? Thank you.
Vita.
I'm not even very familiar with the system myself. Did you ever have one?
I have one. I have tons of games for it too.
Yeah?
It's a beautiful system. It's like the
What's
best.
the library like? Not huge?
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah?
There's like it's big. I mean, it's basically, I would say, NES size lineup is basically the size of the lineup. Let me see here.
Do you prefer it to
I have a. Well, what I love about it is I'll play PS4, PS3, PS4 games on my Vita to go.
What, you can stream it from the PlayStation 4? Is that it?
I can just, I'm using the console, I'm using the Wi-Fi wherever I'm at. I connect to the console and everything with the Vita, and
Yeah,
I can play whatever game I want.
That is so cool. All right, that's the coolest part about it. Yeah.
I mean, it is like really, really cool. It has 474
Holy
games.
smokes, really?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the NES has 900 and some, so
Got it.
it's basically half of it. But it's like, compared to Wii U only has 255 games.
Right, exactly.
So if you compare those two and everything, then you're totally talking a different beast.
What about compared to PSP? Well, just
I don't even
think about it. I mean, how did you like?
Oh, it's not even close because of the dual sticks and stuff. It's way better than
I
a
thought that was
PSP.
going to be the case. PSP was just that one analog stick.
And I don't even know if you know everything about all the controls on the on the Vita.
No.
There's the front touchscreen,
Okay.
as well as the regular controls and stuff and everything that you see. Plus, there is a left and a right back
What?
of the console. So when you're playing the game, you can actually like touch the one side or the other
Not
side.
buttons? You just
No
need, like,
buttons.
a capacitive area or somewhere
It
that
just-
senses your fingers
Yeah.
touching?
Yeah, and it will recognize it and basically control that as a button.
Does that bumper?
It has one button on each side.
Okay.
But it's like when you want to use R2 or L2, you're basically using the back screen.
I can't wait to get my hands on one, Dave. I think we might have had a system in. I know we're carrying the games, but
Yeah.
maybe the system got out of here before I could even check it out.
I have no doubt because Vitas are really hot and they're a lot of fun to play.
And what's also been neat is the fact that we've been getting so much stuff in. I'm getting to see games that I just don't normally
Farming Simulator.
see, you know, like,
Love Farming Simulator.
you know, normally, of course, we're stocked up on all the big hits, Halo and Grand Theft Auto, but we're also getting in, and that's what kind of make the unboxings neat. I've been just coming across some just wild stuff. And yeah, today's unboxing, just getting ready for that as well. 3 o'clock Eastern is when I do the unboxing, so I'll be prepping for that.
Unfortunately, this will not be coming up until probably like later tonight. So, ooh, a complete Wii U Mario Party 10.
Mario Party 10 with the amiibos.
Yeah.
This is the sort of thing that's been sitting on a shelf back there, and we just don't have the product created. And we just didn't have the manpower to create. It was one thing putting all the new products, all the new games that came into stock, but finally now, we've got people who could say, okay, let's take this down, I'll create this product, snap a few shots, and it's up for sale on the website. And then, if we ever get another one in, it's as simple as adding one to inventory.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot faster to add to inventory than create new product. But if you don't do it, then you're never adding anything new. So,
Have you seen the Baller Beats?
no.
NBA Baller Beats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is actually kind of cool. You use the Kinect and you dribble a basketball in your house.
A real ball?
A real basketball.
Like, do you dribble an actual ball?
A natural basketball. And it captures you playing and everything. It's like, that's the whole point of the game.
That's awesome.
It basically will help you it's supposed to teach you better ball control. What is, to me and everything, what it taught is not to play with a ball in a house.
I'll bet. You think they'd have some sort of ball with
No, it's
Wii
a regular.
wrist strap
It's a regular
on it?
basketball.
And what, it didn't come with it?
It
You
didn't.
supplied
It came
your
with the
own
basketball. It came with a basketball.
full-size regular?
Right? Yeah, regulation basketball.
Dude,
But
this is
most,
crazy.
I didn't know if you knew about that and
No.
everything. I saw that game and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do you think a lot of people know of this?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
have to- I'm
that's a
gonna
great
tell the world.
question.
I'm
That's a
gonna tell
great.
the world about it,
It's a
Dave.
great
Thank you.
question. it's just one of those fun little games that I just wanted to throw out there because I saw it and I'm
Keep
like,
your eyes open, Dave. If you ever come across other weird uses of the Kinect, I'd be definitely down to show that off in a video.
I still have my I still have a thing where a video that I created years ago on the Kinect where I basically did this whole singing routine and it was just hilarious.
Were your kids old enough to get to use the Kinect when it came out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like they basically as soon as it came out they called it complete garbage.
Now, did they find anything they liked? Like, what about Kinect Adventures?
It was okay, but not good.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Now, were they coming from the Wii? Had they already been familiar with motion sensing
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah. They played Wii games. They have Wii. We have Wii U. What they really liked. Then it's like what's called because I mean you could say here I'm Team PlayStation. They like the Move.
The Move?
We got the Move for free. We didn't pay a dime for the Move. I hosted a party, and the website basically said, "Here is the Wii, and here's the PlayStation Move. Here's all the like hardware that you need. Here's everything. Here's the games, everything." They said, "Host a party, and get the word out."
No kidding.
And so I basically hosted a party, basically a bunch of family and stuff. Had this huge party, had lots of fun, a lot of people playing Move for basically 4 hours straight, and it was a great thing. And it was like I streamed it and I posted it online, and everybody was thrilled and
cool.
had a great time. But it's like we got the free Move supplies,
argue with that.
and it's like still have a lot of that stuff and everything to this day. So could definitely not go wrong there. I have that hat.
Are you serious? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd even know what was going to be inside.
Oh, I know
this box.
exactly what it is. I have every single one.
Really? What do you mean?
The show.
Oh, okay.
They have like they've been doing hats for years. I have
no
I have
kidding.
21.
Oh, yeah.
I have 21 show hat and everything is like even better.
Wow, that's wild. I've never even seen it.
The best one I think is Ken Griffey's hat.
Okay.
They have a Ken Griffey
How
one
many
in
years
there.
ago was that? A couple?
I think it was 17.
Okay.
No, I gotta get out of the way. The almighty Heather's here.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Nah, it's okay.
You looking for something? Oh, yeah, Minecraft.
Minecraft's popular.
Do the kids play Minecraft?
Yes, they play they play the PC version of Minecraft.
Okay.
Because they like
They
that
get
one
into
better.
mods and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a server at home. I mean, we have a server and everything to play the game. So.
For
Okay.
Wii stuff, the Wii has just been crazy popular recently.
Ah, there you go. You have a bunch of Breath of the Wild. Speaking of what I was talking about earlier.
That's right. And Wii's another one where I'm constantly finding games I've just never seen before. Family Fest circus games.
Do you know how many games were made on the Wii?
No, I never offhand.
Several thousand. Do you know how many games were good on the Wii?
Yeah.
Where's Anthony when we need him?
I know, that's what I was thinking too.
Anthony will see this and he'll kill me.
We'll set that aside. Don't worry.
Have you heard him?
Have I heard from him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I was talking to him the other day.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Contra, I'm always loving to find new Contra games on other consoles that I haven't tried yet.
I have not played the PS2 version. I haven't played a Contra game since the PS1.
Okay.
I mean, that's the last time I played Contra. It was on the PS1.
Look, we got some of the tall box, black box games.
Ooh.
Oh, Dave, is this Descent?
Yes.
Oh man, do I remember that?
Descent, I played hours upon hours on Descent.
Head to head.
Yeah.
Just.
We used to have a server at work that we just connect all of the computers to, and we would play games like Descent.
And I'm trying to remember, was Descent one where we dialed up to the friend? You had to use his phone number to dial in?
Well, we had a local area network, so
Okay,
we didn't
see,
need that.
I think when I was doing it, I was still dialing straight.
You were dialing
Their
straight,
phone number.
but
No, not PS1.
but that was on
this
because that was
yeah,
PC.
Exactly.
You had to do it on the PC,
Yeah, this
and
is just local.
yeah, because that one's a local game.
Right.
That's wild.
PS2, of course, is crazy like always. Added new DS games as well. That was something else we started to carry. And it's not like this is even all of them. Remember, this is just the complete versions. In
Yeah.
case with the artwork and the manual. We have lots of other PS2 games that are just a disc on its own that are in a different place.
Yeah, it's like some of the games and stuff and everything that I've collected over years. It's like they're like really cool. Like there's an All-Star Baseball 2003.
Okay.
I don't know if you know it and everything. The 2003 version of All-Star Baseball had a collection of baseball cards that came
yeah?
with it.
For wait, for what now?
It was for the GameCube. And it's All-Star Baseball 2003, and it came with a collection of what's called baseball cards.
Were they
I still have them.
inside the case?
Yeah,
Was it a
inside the
separate-
case.
Yeah?
Inside the case,
What
but
if-
they were sealed. There was it's like sealed packet. I still have it to this day.
Got it. I'll keep my eyes open. One of these days, I'm sure it'll come in.
Yeah,
GameCube, of course, always crazy.
because you always want to peek at those things. Is what drives you
know.
crazy and everything. You want to see what cards are in there, and a lot of people like want to see what cards are in. But as a collector, I do not want to see what's inside. I want to keep that. I like to keep that seal. It's like the on like Tony La Russa baseball. They have those. It has a collection. They have a collection of cards and stuff and everything that are inside each one.
Okay.
So besides the manual, you'll what's it called? You can tell by the weight and everything. You can see that. You can have your one.
Dave, I do know what you mean on this one.
And it's like has all those like team cards basically.
Yep, exactly.
And it's like it really helped you back then to basically see who has the better team.
Yep.
Oh, so
We were
nice.
just doing some
You're getting low in stock on GameCube because GameCube is like really hard.
GameCube has been getting hard to find, but nope, that's what our Cellular Games department is doing, just buying collection after collection. Keeping stuff in stock. We're starting to expand Saturn.
Ooh, Saturn!
Yep, so this is all stuff we will be getting more of in the future. As the products are coming in, we're getting them created and put up on the site. Just a matter of getting the stuff in.
I love Saturn stuff.
I know.
Saturn stuff is like some of my favorites.
Yeah, I think it's real cool to see. I just don't get to see it too often.
Yeah, it's like Genesis and Saturn. Not so much Dreamcast anymore and everything. I compare the games from PS1 to Dreamcast, and I basically I can live without it.
Okay.
It was just one of those things. I think the memory card thing with it is really
Memory
cool.
card is neat.
But
Yeah, you gotta admit,
for the
memory card's
overall
neat.
overall specifics, it really just doesn't wow me. So, wow, this is really cool.